We both have to, I believe. I'm gonna start it though, regardless. I'm over here about to order something. Should I just say fuck it and get a cheesesteak? I think I'm gonna just say fuck it. But they be spaking me for 80 every time, bro.
You know what?
You talking to me?
Dog out too. Just making sure. This shit crazy, man.
I'm telling you, that nigga's a nut, bro. I had to be around to believe it. Like, that nigga don't give a damn. I ain't gonna lie, I'm about to mute my stream too. I ain't gonna lie.
After 272 regular season games, 12 playoff games, one last one on the NFL calendar, and it happens tonight as EA Sports welcomes you to the Super Bowl. One game remains to crown a champion. It's the AFC champion Buffalo Bills and the champions of the NFC, the New Orleans Saints. Thanks for having us in. Mike Tirico, Greg Olson, set to get this one started. Off we go on Sunday Night Football. And that one is through the back of the end. Zone, it is a touchback. From the 35, it's 1st and 10. From the shotgun, they'll throw to get this one started. That's caught. It's Jared Wiley, the tight end. And he'll be marked down at the 45-yard line. His first catch of this Super Bowl. And good for the first down.
Every staff in the league that understands if we have to play a rookie quarterback, regardless of their talent, regardless of how high they were drafted, the ideal situation is to fill that huddle with as many veteran players as possible. The quarterback's going to be young. He's going to make some mistakes. The more veteran, talented guys around him, the easier it is to weather those mistakes.
Cowboy 80. Check. 60 average. Ready.
Blitz coming. He'll throw it. He connects with Palmer on that one. And he's not going to get too far, tackled after a gain of just a yard.
A bit of a quick hitter here. What you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot. But they knew it was coming, and they end up holding him to just a short gain.
And he can't get away. They rally to the football defensively. Bring him down for no gain.
Really nice job there defensively, playing the integrity of that zone defense so well. Anytime an offense is running these crossing routes or these underneath drag routes, they're trying to cause confusion with the underneath zone defenders. In this case, they all stuck to their reads. They all played their responsibilities, and they're not able to pick up any additional yards after the catch.
And that is incomplete.
Great pass rushers live for third down, especially when they know the offense has to be one-dimensional. And this is a great example here, Mike. They can just pin their ears back and go. They know there is no threat for run. It is a must-pass situation, and for this offense, they're lucky it didn't result in a sack.
Here we go. Here we go. Traffic. 70 Timberwolves. Warriors 70.
Out of the gun, he'll throw. Escaping to his left. He'll try and get there on the ground. And he's going to be out of bounds, but they are in the red zone, inside the 20. 24-yard pickup as they convert on fourth down.
Dragon 60. Flag.
In the red zone now, he'll drop to throw. He'll look middle here, and there's Olave. And he's into the end zone. What a start. Chris Olave. Touchdown Saints.
Well, after 2 weeks of anticipation, 2 weeks of scrutiny, I'm not sure if you can start a Super Bowl game any better than we just saw here, Mike. I mean, to take that ball down methodically, play after play, and end up with a touchdown, it just allows you to settle into the game, settle your entire sideline, and take a deep breath. Now it's up to the defense to go out there and try to get a stop, and you just can't start a Super Bowl any better than that.
This fielded at about the 9. And their drive will begin at the 30-yard line.
I should probably start a hit, boy, because I got all the hits, boy. All that Drake, you got a chip. I be on my little mouse drip. All that rapping, pay your bills.
Here we go. Shot.
Right away, they'll set up to throw. Finding space at the 40. And he is out of bounds all the way down at the 35-yard line. A big play here in the big game. 35 yards.
This defense just gets punched in the mouth on that one, Mike, and it just seemed from up here that not everyone on defense was on the same page, and the offense was able to take advantage of it. The defense has to clean things up here in a hurry, because if they don't, they could be in for a long day.
So now the Saints will use the first of their 3 timeouts. They'll be disappointed there after giving up the first down.
Viking 18.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. He's got his tight end, Mark Andrews. He is out of bounds. They have worked it inside the 50. His first catch of this Super Bowl, and good for the first down.
Come on. Set. Hawk 70. Hawk. Ready.
Back to throw. He'll swing this one out to Cook. And he'll take this down to the 2-yard line, but they are in business. First and goal coming up.
This has been a really good drive so far, but what I really like, Mike, is they're down here in the red zone, and they continue to attack. Now, not quite a touchdown, but with first and goal, this defense certainly has their back against the ropes.
And he's going to be stopped in the backfield. Taken down back at the 3.
70 Timber. Panther and left.
Now this time, he'll set up to throw. Oh, that swung out wide and intercepted. And a good return here. He is out of bounds up past the 30.
I'm not going to sit here, Mike, and say there's ever a good time to throw a red zone interception, but in this case, it's the first half. You have the rest of the game to get yourself back down here in the red zone and make up for that miscue, because next time they get down here, they got to be a lot more careful when they decide to air it out.
18, Pioneer. Let's go now.
They'll send their tight end left. Now, faking the give, rolling to the left. And he'll just get rid of this. Smart play to throw it away, and that'll set up second down.
They just have to be more creative with their route concepts, Mike. I mean, there's nobody open, nowhere to go with the ball, and quarterback's just forced to throw that one away.
19, let's go. 79 Rose. Cup 19. Cup 19.
Back to the air again on second and 10. The pressure gets there, and down he goes back inside the 20-yard line.
If you're going to take a sack, you just can't add to it by taking such a massive loss on top of it. Understand when the pocket breaks down, move up, cut your losses. Now, not only do you lose that down, but now you face a big uphill battle if you want to extend this drive.
Throwing now on third and long, and that is incomplete.
The offense just couldn't seem to get anything going that drive. They knew they had a long way to go, taking over possession that deep in their own territory. You want to pick up that first down and see if you can capitalize some momentum. Instead, the errant throw.
Oh, look at this. It's a fake. Oh, what a mess here. It is intercepted. Picked off by Israel McCamu. And he's going to be looking at a short field for the offense after the INT. Chance to tie the game or even take the lead.
65, 65. Here we go. Set. Bronco 80.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. He is hit before he can get rid of it, and down he goes.
And these are the type of splash plays that can have an impact, especially as the game goes on. So offensive line has to do a better job to make sure that they have this protection shored up and that this isn't a sign of things to come.
On the bootleg, he'll look to throw. He's going to run out of time. They get to him and bring him down.
Pretty evident that the defense is just giving no time of day to any run actions. They are playing pass all the way, and he can continue to give as many play-action fakes as he wants. It hasn't affected anybody, and in this case, it results in a sack.
68, 60 average. Mustang 19. Hurt. Right there, hurt. Ready.
From the 50, he'll set up to throw. Now he'll air one out. That is brought in. And he'll take it on in. Touchdown, Bills.
And this is what good offenses in the NFL do, Mike. It's the ability to bounce back. Even if the onset of the game doesn't go exactly according to plan, everybody wants to take their opening possession and go down there and come away with a touchdown. But it's not always going to be perfect. You turn it over on possession one. What are you going to do in response on possession two? Well, we just got our answer, and they took it down for 6.
70 Rangers. 18 Rattler. 18 Rattler. Let's go.
Now they'll set up to throw. That's going to be caught in the end zone. And they take the lead by 1. Following the touchdown, Bass is back to kick it off. This returnable with Taylor. And he'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive.
Cup 19. Let's go.
Back to throw here to begin the drive. We'll get that complete to Mason Tipton. And they will finally catch up to him and get him down. A big play here in the big game. 35 yards.
First down, New Orleans. Ready.
On first and 10, they'll set up to throw. This one complete right side. And he's going to be out of bounds down inside the 25-yard line. 17 yards on that play. It's good for a Saints first down.
79 Broncos. Here we go.
They'll throw out of the gun. And he's very close to a touchdown. They mark him just shy of the goal line. Second reception of this Super Bowl, and it's good enough for a first down. So, 1 quarter down here on Super Bowl Sunday. The Bills with the early advantage. And we're back to South Florida after this. It's the Saints with the football here as quarter 2 begins. As they go to work on first and goal.
Ready, break. Yeah, let's go. Cougar 19. Let's go.
Getting the tight end involved in the run game here. And he will take this one across into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans.
Make no mistake about it, he may get the glory, but that does not happen without unbelievable blocking up front. So let's give the big guys all the credit in the world. He's able to displace the defense right there at the point of attack, and that's about as easy a goal line touchdown as you're going to see all year.
And he gets in for the 2-point conversion. And the lead bumps up to 7.
Nothing fancy here. This was old school throwback smash mouth football, and they're able to pick up the 2-point play.
Before he gets out on defense, here is Justin Reed to kick this one away. They'll return this from the 11. And he's brought down right at the 25-yard line. They'll look to throw. That's downfield, and he's got Andrews, his tight end. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield. That's good for 27 and a first down.
Didn't take them long to get now to their opponent's side of the field. I like the idea of starting this drive with some explosive pass plays. That's going to open everything up, both underneath in the passing game and on the ground. So big play to get this drive off to a fast start.
Oh, he tried to throw it back across his body, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Nick Cross. And the Saints are going to have it at their own 32-yard line. Play action. He'll set up to throw. Moving to his left. He'll get rid of it and complete it. And he's going to be taken down right at midfield. That's his third catch of this first half, and good enough for a first down.
Having a tight end that can contribute in the passing game, Mike, I mean, it just seems like it's become more and more common throughout the entire league. And not only do you have to be reliable, but you have to be athletic enough after the catch to take advantage of some of these targets. So it's exactly what he does here, and you can tell why he's such a big part of this offense.
First carry for Joe Mixon. And he's trying to get around the corner, but will not. Brought down. That's a loss on the play.
Every team makes an emphasis on winning first down, but as a defense, when you're able to take them back for a loss, second and long, you can really become more of a pass-centric defense and really tips the scales into your favor.
After the loss of 3, it is 2nd and 13. Throwing now from the gun. Carrying that ball loosely, and it is out.
That was a great play by the defense, Mike. He got a little sloppy with ball security as he leaves the pocket. They're able to knock it loose and put an end to this drive.
They'll come up 1st and 10 at the 40. On play action, he'll set up to throw. Forced to his right. And he'll just get rid of this. Smart play to throw it away. And that'll set up second down.
You know, it's hard to speculate, Mike. We sit up here and we try to just interpret and assume what's going on in the minds of the players and the minds of the coaches, but they seem to me to be a little bit rattled. All these negative plays have really started to pile up in the first half. He's got to settle down, have some more efficiency on these early downs, and get his offense into some sort of rhythm.
And he will get forward for about 5 yards. That sets up third down.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up third and 5. Cut 19! Cut 19!
He'll look to throw. That's over the middle and taken in. He's got it. And he will have the first down. The drive will continue after a pickup of 8.
First and 10.
Mustang 19, Panther 11, Panther 11. Go! 70 Timberwolves. Ready.
He'll drop to throw. Quick throw here is complete. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards.
This is a great example here of just not getting too complicated as an offensive coordinator. Who's one of your best players on the field, and how do you get the ball in his hands?
Panther 60, Panther 60. Go!
Out of the gun, he'll throw. And he'll just bite the bullet and throw this one away. That was a good idea. Didn't force anything there. But now it's going to bring up third down.
Nice example there, Mike, of the quarterback just being smart with the ball, understanding it didn't quite develop the way he had intended. Throw that ball out of harm's way, live to play another down.
They'll come up to third and 3.
60 Let's go. 60 Bison, 60 Bison. Check smash, check smash. Check, hurt, hurt.
That is brought in at the 10. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buffalo. A terrific play all the way around. Finished off by the receiver, who not only made the grab, but Greg turned it up and takes it into the end zone.
And that's the tricky part, Mike, that transition from receiver to runner. And in this case, he does it flawlessly. Look the ball in, secure the catch, and then get upfield and get yourself in the end zone.
The kick is good. That ties the game. 15-all. Timer pass to kick off for Buffalo.
So back to level after the touchdown. Time for the kickoff. And no chance to return this one. Through the end zone for a touchback.
Ready, ready. 79 Broncos. Cut back, 60 Bobcats.
Right away, they'll set up to throw. The pass rush gets home, and he goes down.
And it looked like that zone coverage had his head a little bit spinning there, Mike. I'm not sure he got a real clear picture of what the defense was giving him, and as a result, he holds the ball a little bit longer than he would have liked, and defense is able to get home.
And they'll get about 8 out of that one, but still a little work to do now on third down.
Back to 60.
That is to Wiley, open on the left. 16-yard pickup on that one. First down, New Orleans.
A gain of 16 yards. And the Saints first down.
Here we go, Scott. Ready.
Here's a give up the middle to Mixon. And he'll get this to the 43-yard line. Cole Bishop up to make the play.
Brings up second and 5 at the Bills' 43-yard line.
Second and 5.
19 tight, 19 tight.
Blitz coming. He'll throw it. Moving left. Off he can. Oh, the ball is out. The Bills signal that they have it, and they do. The quarterback was on the move, starting to gain some yards, but then he lost the ball. And the fumble's recovered by the defense.
And early on, Mike, it was actually a really good job by the quarterback extending that play. Getting some positive yards with his legs, but he decided not to slide and give himself up. He takes that hit, loses the ball, and now the defense takes over.
1st and 10 now from the 36.
Ready.
On the ground, it's Cook to start this drive. And he'll get nothing here. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that's all.
Don't gain on the play.
Saints going to use their second timeout, and they'll get together prior to the second down play.
Come on. Set. 70 Timberwolves. Go.
Back to throw. And that is going nowhere in a hurry. Finally taken down well behind the line. New Orleans, 3rd and final timeout. Clock stops with a little under a minute to go in this second quarter.
Ready.
3rd and long.
Set. 60 Eagles. 7 Pirates. Panther 11. Mustang 1918. Pioneer. 70 Rangers. Ready.
A shotgun snap. He'll look to throw. He'll let this one go deep down the right sideline. And he is out of bounds on the other side of midfield. Well, 3rd and 19, no problem as they convert for the first down. Fires left sideline, and it is complete. His first catch of this Super Bowl, and good for the first down.
We spent so much time talking about arm strength, and while that certainly has a place in the conversation, look at the touch of this ball, Mike. It's a deep corner route. This ball needs to have the right pace, the right trajectory to not only get it over the second-level defenders, but get that ball down into the hands of his target. He makes it look a lot easier than it actually is. He's usually such a reliable target in the passing game, Mike. We just don't see him struggle to come down with catches like that all too often. And when you're one of the go-to guys on your team, I know the hit's coming, but guess what? It feels a lot better after you take that hit after a catch than it does after a drop.
That's going to be incomplete. Coverage very good there. Contact jarring the ball loose, and it's going to force 3rd down.
All things considered, it's actually a pretty good pass. I mean, he puts the ball in a place where only his guy can catch it. But I think he hears those footsteps coming from that nearest defender, and he's not able to secure the catch through contact.
19 Lions. Panther 60. 79 Bronx. Cub 19. 7 Pirates.
On third down, they'll set up to throw. That's going to be caught. And they were hoping for a little more on that one. Brought down well short of the first. It'll bring up fourth down. And that is not going to work. It is incomplete. They go for it on fourth and wind up turning it over on down. The drive begins at the 20. Here's first and 10. Here comes the blitz as he looks to throw. Forced out wide. The Bills going to use the first of their timeouts. Clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. Work to do now as they come up on second and long.
Let's go now. Good.
From down near his goal line, he'll look to throw. That will make third down a little more manageable. Good yardage gained on that one. Now a timeout, Buffalo. Their second. As that'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. Third and long.
Panther 11. Panther. Here we go. Set. Cougar 19. 18. Pioneers.
That's Palmer, the man in motion.
Ready, ready.
Throwing now on third and long. Pretty good effort on that one. It will not be enough. It's going to bring up fourth down. And now we'll get a late timeout coming in the waning moments of this second quarter. So the drive ends, and on comes Jordan Stout to kick it away. Going to be taken down as time runs out on this first half of play. Two quarters left in the NFL season as we decide a champion. Back underway here at the Super Bowl. This one taken at the 7. And he'll be taken down right at the 29-yard line.
Hot 70. Hot 70. Fix the Eagle. Fix the Eagle. Trap 60. Trap 60.
Off the play fake. He'll look to throw. He's going to let this one go deep. He's got it. And he will take this one in. 71 yards. Touchdown, Buffalo. Well, that is a quick drive and the best way to finish it. The touchdown pass downfield. Greg, you rarely see a deep shot like that to start a drive.
You're right, Mike. We don't see it a lot, but I wish we did. It's actually the most efficient and safest down to pass the ball. And in this case, the defense is thinking run, got a lot of defenders up in the box, and they're able to strike deep with the pass play for 6.
Following the touchdown, pass is back to kick it off. This one is going to sail through the end zone for a touchdown.
At their own 35-yard line.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Flush to his right. He keeps it himself. And he'll slide to a halt after picking up about 6. From the 41. Here's second and 4.
60, 19, lock, 60 Bobcat, 60 Bobcat, 18 Rattler, 18 Rattler.
Now they'll set up to throw. Forced out wide. Escaping the danger, throwing and completing. Second reception of this Super Bowl, and it's good enough for a first down.
The defender has to do a better job here, Mike, of getting depth. He wants to elevate that ball to give his secondary defender a chance to make a play. He gets too much width, not enough depth, and a quarterback.
And he'll take this one in. Jared Wiley, touchdown 6. What a catch and run by the tight end as he takes it into the end zone and finishes the play. Greg, you know what that's like. Tight end touchdown.
Mike, so often the tight ends are considered to be the possession guys, right? They're the guy you throw it to when you need an easy catch, you need a reliable target. But not this guy. He is a downfield weapon, and he just showed you right there what he's capable of. Not a real complicated breakdown needed here, Mike. In short yardage situations like that, if you have confidence in both your back and your offensive line, sometimes it's the simplest plays that have the best results.
Now return coming from the 7. Wow, they are hitting now. Been a tight game. He takes a big shot there on that return. So 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 22.
19 tight. 19 tight. Panther 11. Panther 11.
Back to throw here to begin the drive. Forced out left. And he'll just get rid of this. Smart play to throw it away. And that'll set up 2nd down.
I think that's the sign of a quarterback who's learned his lesson. He's already got 2 picks on the day. Certainly doesn't want to throw a 3rd, so good decision. Just throw it away.
Back to the air once more on 2nd down. Going up top. And that is incomplete.
So this is what defenses want to do, Mike. They want to flush the quarterback to his non-dominant side. So here for this guy as a righty, they want to get him moving to his left to force these throws against his body. And it actually wasn't a bad ball. He's trying to give his guy a chance downfield, and they just can't connect.
So now the Saints will use the first of their 3 timeouts. They'll talk things over before 3rd down.
70, Timberwolves. 60, Maverick. 6, Buffalo 18. Dragon 6. Come on. Set. Ready.
And that is incomplete.
I just don't like the look of this passing game, Mike. It just seems a bit erratic. On top of the 2 straight incompletions, they've already turned the ball over through the air. And truthfully, with how dangerous some of these throws have been, they're lucky it hasn't been even more.
And we will not see a return on this one, as it will be marked down.
At their own 30-yard line.
60 Bobcats. 60 Bobcats. Let's go. Bronco 80. Ready, what?
On 1st and 10, they'll set up to throw. A throw on the move is caught. And he's going to be out of bounds, just shy of midfield. 6 catches for him in the ball game now, and this one's good for a first down.
Let's go now. Ready.
They'll run with Mixon. And a nice run there on 1st down, getting 8. Setting up 2nd and 2.
It's a gain of 8.
Ready.
Brings up 2nd and 2.
Again, they'll give it to Mixon. And that'll give him a first down. Tackle made after the pickup of 3.
This is a situation that play callers love to be in, Mike. They have all their options on the table. 2nd and short, play action pass, you can run. In this case, they choose to keep it on the ground, play it safe, pick up the first down.
And he is crushed in the backfield. Defenders firing through. Shut it down right away for a loss of yardage. So they go backwards on 1st down. Here's 2nd and 13. Flushed to his left. He's going to run it. And that's a good gain there. It's going to wind up just a couple of yards shy of that first down. Here's 3rd and 2.
Tag. 19 Tiger. 19 Tiger. 19 Tiger. 19 Tiger.
Now this is going to be a design run. They'll let him keep it. And he will take this into the end zone. What a run. Touchdown, New Orleans. Well, they were not hiding anything there. The quarterback takes off, and Greggy takes it the distance for the touchdown.
And this was a run from the jump, Mike. There was no disguising anything. There was 10 guys blocking and 1 guy running. And in this case, it's the quarterback taking it in for 6.
Before he gets out on defense, here is Justin Reed to kick this one away. Now, here comes a return from the 9. Now an opening past the 30. And he'll be out of bounds on the return. And the drive will begin there.
Panthers. 18 Cardinal. 18 Cardinal. 70 Lions. 70 Rangers. 70 Rangers.
Now, faking the give. Laying out, and he made the catch. What a play. He's got a touchdown on the books from earlier, and that catch gets him a first down.
And his great game continues. And all game long, Mike, he's really been on the receiving end of a lot of big plays, but I think we might have just seen his best one yet.
Throw left side, but that's going to be incomplete.
The biggest issue and why they find themselves trailing in this game, Mike, has really just been the ups and downs of this passing game. And sometimes he's highly accurate and efficient, but at others, he just misses too many easy throws. The question is, are they going to be able to overcome this quarterback inconsistency and pull this game out?
They get 22 yards there. Good for a Bills first down.
First and 10 at the
18
27.
Cardinal. 18 Cardinal. Buffalo 18. Ready,
They'll look to throw. Going down the center of the field, open man, and it's taken in. He's taken down just shy of the 10. That's a gain of 16. This offense is humming. A first down.
Let's go now. Ready.
On play action, he'll set up to throw. That's to the end zone, but it is incomplete.
They let a golden opportunity slip away on that one. That's the matchup that they wanted. They just couldn't quite capitalize on it.
On the zone read, a handoff here to Cook. And this defense not fooled by the option. They stick with the running back and they get him down for no gain.
A gain of 1 brings up 3rd down and 9.
Warriors 70. Viking 18. Let's go.
Shotgun snap as they'll throw it on 3rd down. And that is incomplete.
I like the idea of taking your shot there on 3rd down, pushing the ball downfield, looking for the touchdown. But now as it brings up 4th down, you're already this close. You're in field goal range, but do you keep that offense on the field and try to maintain possession and see if you can come away with 6?
The field goal unit staying put. They're going to line up and go for this on 4th down.
60 Eagles. 60 Eagles.
He'll look to throw. To the goal line and in. Touchdown, Bills. That is 2nd touchdown of this Super Bowl. That is yet another touchdown pass. What a game he is having, throwing his 4th touchdown score of the game.
It's one thing, Mike, to throw 4 touchdowns, but it's really the ease in which he's carved this defense up that has stood out the most. The defense has had no answers for this passing game, and he has just completely had his way with this group.
Come on,
The
come on.
Bills are lining up for a two-point
Trap
conversion.
60, trap 60. Hey, smash. 79 Broncos.
He'll drop to throw. And that is not going to work. It's incomplete. Trying to tie the game with a two-point conversion, but unable to do so.
Tyler Bass, the kickoff for Buffalo.
Following the touchdown, Bass is back to kick it off. A couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. He'll get across the 20, mark him down to 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
Ready.
Quick throw there, and it's going to wind up incomplete. Well, the receiver really didn't have much time to get himself open, so the incompletion brings up second down.
Makes it second.
I got high standards for offensive players, but in this case, Mike, I think I'm giving all the credit to the defender. He timed that one up perfectly, and what could have been an easy play ends up as an incomplete.
Taking off. He gets free. And what an effort after the catch. He goes all the way. 77 yards. Touchdown, New Orleans. You talk about a quarterback getting things done with his legs. Everything covered downfield, but they couldn't cover him as he went down the field for a touchdown.
Mike, sometimes as a defensive coordinator, you just can't prepare for everything. In this case, you have the play defended perfectly. Passing lanes are all taken away. Everyone in coverage is where they're supposed to be. So what does the quarterback do? He tucks the ball away, and he takes it the distance for 6.
Dragon 60. 18, Pioneer. Ready.
They'll throw out of the gun. That's going to be incomplete. That would have been a tough grab. The collision jarred it loose. The try for 2 is unsuccessful. Before he gets out on defense, here is Justin Reed to kick this one away. He fields it at the 8. And he'll be taken down on the return on what will be the final play of this third quarter. 1 quarter remains here in the Super Bowl. And Sunday Night Primetime continues after this.
Buffalo 18. Dixie Bass 2. 19 Lions. 19 Tiger. 19 Tiger. Warrior 70. Go.
Throwing now from the gun. That's 3. Third time tonight he's been intercepted. Picked up by Jonas Sanker. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
This is really becoming a key element to playing quarterback in the NFL, Mike. The ability to play off script and use your legs to extend the play. I think in this case, he either needs to tuck that ball down and become a runner, or he just simply needs to throw that ball away.
And he'll be out of bounds. That's a nice gain, though, on first down. A pickup of 7.
He tried to buy all the time he could, but when he saw that space, he quickly turned from thrower to runner, and he's able to pick up a nice gain on first down.
From the 32-yard line now, here's second down and 3. Off play action. He'll set up to throw. That's caught! And he's into the end zone. That might be the knockout punch. Touchdown Saints. That is second touchdown of this Super Bowl. Trader now on for the extra point. He's got it. The Saints will open it up even further here in this fourth quarter.
Bills 28.
before he gets out on defense, here is Justin Reed to kick this one away. This taken in at the 8-yard line. And he is stopped. That's 25. The drive will begin there. Right away, they'll set up to throw. That's downfield, and he's got Andrews, his tight end. Terrific start to this drive. Gain of 23 and a first down.
Panther 11, Panther 11.
At the 48-yard line.
Panther 60, Panther 60. Cup 19, Cup 9, 70 Rangers. 18, Rattler, 18, ready.
Back to throw. A hit as he throws there. It's going to wind up incomplete, but pressure got to him that time, and it'll set up second down.
79 Broncos, 7 Pirates. Not here we go. Here it's Trap 60, Trap 70 Timberwolves. Let's go.
Out to his right. He'll get rid of it and complete it. And they'll take this down inside the 35. They'll get 19 out of that play. First down, Buffalo.
And this is a tricky part of the game for any defense. You find yourself protecting a late lead, and the age-old question is, do you remain aggressive? Do you try to just keep the ball from being thrown over your head and make everything be tackled and played in front of you? That's what every defensive coordinator struggles with, so they can't get too soft here as they try to hold on to this lead here late.
Oh, and a short throw there, but it's going to end up incomplete. That's a pass you say he should have had. Instead, he does not, and it brings up second down. They'll look to throw yet again. Flush to his right. Going for it all. This one is caught. It is a touchdown. There's a marker down. Let's see if it holds up.
Ready.
So a much more difficult scenario now. It is 3rd and 10.
70 Lions.
He manages to get the throw away and completes it. So they come to the line for first down and 10.
19 Tiger.
10 at the 21-yard line.
18 Rattler, 18 Rattler.
They'll look to throw again. Rolling right. This one batted away. It's incomplete. Good hands there in the end zone, and that'll bring up second down.
Ready. 60 Eagles, 60 Eagles.
Back to the air one more time. That's taken in. Keon Coleman. And they'll get him down inside the 5-yard line. It's first and goal coming up.
And the Bills, first down. First and goal at the 3-yard line.
Let's go. Ready.
Exiting the pocket right. That one broken up in the end zone. It's incomplete. Wow, the coverage excellent there. It'll bring up second and goal.
That was a perfectly timed hit, and I think it actually saved 6 points, Mike. He got there just as the ball did, and I think it was the contact that separated him from the ball.
That one taken in. Touchdown, Buffalo. With that, he ties the Super Bowl record, his 3rd touchdown of the night. So they get the touchdown, and now it is a 9-point game. Greg, you can go for 1 and make it a 1-possession game. Or some people think about going for 2 here. What would you do?
I think I'm going for 2, Mike. Listen, the way you have to look at it is I need a 2-point conversion at some point. But I want to know now, am I down truly 2 scores, or am I able to get it down to 7 and truly make it a 1 score? So I'm going for 2 now, and I want to know what the rest of this game looks like. How many possessions do I need?
first down. Bass is back to kick it off. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback.
Their own 35-yard line.
Here we go. Strike. Bronco 80. Let go.
They'll look to throw here on first down. Headed left, buying time. Open downfield is Wiley. And he's going to be dragged down, but not until he's inside the 25. A big play here in the big game. A pickup of 44 yards.
I'm just not sure how you let somebody that big get so wide open, and judging from the defense's body language, I think it's pretty safe to say that somebody blew their coverage assignment.
Just trying to avoid the rush there. He's hit as he threw, and the pass is incomplete.
And while the play results in an incompletion, I think these are the type of decisions from a young quarterback that you're okay with. If the play's not there, if you don't feel good, throw the ball away, don't turn it over, and let's live for the next play call.
Escaping to his left. Now he'll run it.
Initially, they do a really nice job taking away his first and second read, but what they failed to do is account for him as a runner. He ends up making something positive out of a play that initially didn't look like it had much of a chance.
So, 2 minutes remain on Super Bowl Sunday. We're back to write a finish to the season after this. You've got to consider this an absolute must-stop defensively. It's third down. Open man, left side. He's got it. And he's going to have the first down. They convert on third, and it sets up a first and goal.
He's in a really nice rhythm here on third down. He appears very comfortable operating out of the gun, and he's able to find his man near the sideline, and he's able to extend this drive.
They'll run here with Mixon. And he gets out wide. He'll go to the end zone. Joe Mixon. Touchdown, New Orleans. Good drive. They kept the ball. Greg, they moved it effectively down the field and finish it off on the ground for the touchdown.
So often, Mike, we see teams work on a great drive to get down here close, only to settle for a field goal. But in this case, give them a lot of credit. They put a great drive together, but they're able to capitalize and finish it off with 6.
Before he gets out on defense, here is Justin Reed to kick this one away. This one taken at the 7. He's across the 20 to the 21. That's where the drive will begin. They'll come up for first and 10. They'll drop to throw. That's caught. It's the tight end, Andrews. How about 25 yards to start the drive? First down.
It's been tough sledding for this offense all day today, Mike, but especially here in the second half. So they are just in desperate need of a spark. Just something to get their offense into a little bit of a rhythm if they want to have any chance.
And he's in. Touchdown, Bills. That is second touchdown of this Super Bowl. They get the job done in the air. Greg, that is a play we see often. It's also a play we see work very often.
Mike, that 4 vertical route, it puts a ton of pressure on the secondary. But in order to do that, you have to give your quarterback time for those receivers to get downfield. Give credit to the offensive line. That's exactly what they did. They're able to take advantage for the strike.
Now they'll set up to throw. And he will score. So the risk pays off. That new math looks good when it works. The 2-pointer cuts the lead to 7. one-score game late, and you figure they got to have this one as they'll try an onside kick. The kickoff unit is out there, and they'll send this one away.
All right, so you take your shot, you don't get it. But now your defense has to save the day. You've got all 3 timeouts. You've got to get a stop here, force them to punt the ball back, and give your offense a chance to win the game.
On the jump. 7 o'clock, 18, Pioneer.
Back to throw here to begin the drive. Oh, do you believe it? It's intercepted. Picked off by Jacorian Bennett.
For these young rookie quarterbacks, every snap in the NFL is an opportunity to have a lesson learned, and sometimes the lessons come a little bit harder than others. In this case, they kind of fool them with their blitz package. It's a little bit more complex at the NFL level than it is necessarily in college, and I think he just got a first-hand taste of just how fast this pressure can get on you. And sometimes when it speeds up that clock, you can make a bad throw.
They'll come up now for second down. Off the play fake. He'll look to throw. Escaping the danger, throwing and completing. And they're going to work this down inside the 45.
First and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Hook. Cutting very difficult in these conditions. He gets forward here for a gain of about 3. The Bills going to use the first of their timeouts. It comes with 36 seconds remaining in this fourth quarter. They'll run with Hook. Good running inside the 25. And it's a touchdown. They have gotten to within 1, and a 2-point conversion can give them the lead here in the final minute. Big play out of the running game as the back accelerates all the way to the house for the rushing touchdown.
And Mike, when we talk about burst, that's what we're talking about, and they told us all week, be ready for this guy. He's got something special to him, and that long touchdown there is exactly what they're talking about.
Tyler's pass to kick off for Buffalo.
So, not much time remaining to get something started. All tied here, late fourth as the kickoff comes. Showing off the big leg. Didn't want to defend a return, so this ball going to be spotted at the 35-yard line. Here's first and 10.
Buffalo 18. Red. Cougar 19. Cup 19. 70 Rangers. 70 Rangers.
That's Palmer, the man in motion.
Ready.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And the rookie gives himself up there at the end. That's a sign of a guy who's learned it quick. Picking up the first down.
Ready. Mustang 19. Ready. 1965. Ready.
Here comes the blitz as he looks to throw. That's right. It's Joe Mixon. And they'll take this down inside the 35. Now a timeout, Buffalo. They're second. They stop it with 14 seconds to go in the game. This offense still has the one timeout to use. First and 10 coming up now. Pushed out to his left. He'll tuck it and take off. And this is a touchdown. They were not going to be denied, and they have taken the lead here in the final minute of play. Trader now for the extra point. His kick is good. And the Saints will go up by 7.
Makes the score Saints 56, Bills 49.
Down to the final few seconds of this one as the kick is away. And we will not have a run back here. It's a touchback, and we'll come out to the 20-yard line. first down.
Hawk 70, Hawk 70, Cougar 19. Dragon 60. 19 Lion. Trap 60, trap 60. 19 tight, 19 tight. Ready, right?
A shotgun snap. He'll look to throw. He's going to take a shot. Sends it down the middle. And that's going to be incomplete. The defense holds here in the